Patterson family, we really, really appreciate all of you making deposits into Katryna's life. We've always known for many years that Katryna was special. And, it was very intentional that we had it here at the church because Katryna has just a real passion for people and for God. And, I was trying to think of a story that kind of best illustrates that. And, when we moved to Lubbock, Texas, Katryna was like coming up in the children's ministry. And honestly, we had never been a part of a Baptist church. And I was a little hesitant, even though, my grandfather had always been a part of First Baptist in Corpus Christi. We grew up non-denominational, Lisa and I. We had met in our church. And anyway, we started going to a small church in Lubbock called Southcrest Baptist. And I'll never forget the daddy-daughter banquet that we got to go to in that first year. And it was so special because, much like every day in my life, having 5 sisters, I've constantly got women telling me what to do. And I got married, and now I'm surrounded by ladies. And Lisa says, hey, don't forget you got the daddy-daughter banquet. It's in like 2 hours. You need to leave the office and come home. And so I rush in, and she says, you got the flowers, right? And I said, ooh, I forgot the flowers. And she goes, I already got you. Like, they're in the refrigerator. Just go grab them. Just get changed. And I got changed into my best suit, and Katryna came out just looking beautiful as ever. And we rolled up to Southcrest. And in the parking lot, we were met by somebody that went to church there. I don't even remember who it is. And they said, hey, it's the prophet child. And I thought that was kind of strange for somebody to greet, a 4th grader as the prophet child. But we went ahead and walked inside. And again, at the registration desk, we were met by a couple of people that were very nice. But again, they said, hey, it's the prophet child. And they were like super excited. And I'm starting to think maybe we've joined a cult or something really weird. Because why would you call a 4th grader a prophet, right? And we walked into the sanctuary, and they had it set up with beautiful round tables and table linen. And as we walked in, the children's pastor, who I recognized him, he immediately sees us from across the sanctuary and yells out, "Hey, it's Katryna the prophet child!" And at this point, I must have had a look on my face like either total terror or anger, because the guy kind of threw his hands up and almost started to back up a little bit. And he said, do you know why we call her the prophet child? And, sometimes I got a look on my face, and I see it in Charlie a lot, but, maybe just a real kind of serious look. And I said, no, why is everybody calling my daughter the prophet child? She's in 4th grade. And he said, well, on Sunday, we were kind of going over some of the books of the Old Testament, and we were talking about, Zechariah and Ezekiel and a bunch of the different Old Testament prophets, and we asked if anybody could tell us what a prophet was, and Katryna came unglued. She jumped up, she was waving her hand around, and was so excited that we had to call her up onto the stage, and she literally ran up to the front, and we handed her the microphone. And we said, okay, Katryna, can you tell us what a prophet is? And she said, well, it's when you buy something at one price and then you sell it at a higher price, you make a profit. And so that of course, I started laughing, right? Because I'm a sales guy. And he says, so I had to follow that question up with, young lady, what does your dad do? And she said that you were a sales manager, and it just kind of all came together. Like we understood profits and how a 4-year-old would know that. 4th grader would know that. But seriously, Katryna has always just had a great personality, never met a stranger, and I could not be more proud to call her my daughter, and so happy for her. I'm excited about Texas State and her going down there, and I still have hopes that maybe she will end up in a sales career at some point. So, the prophet child can live on and make more. So.
It's not fair. He gives speeches all the time. I've heard that one before. So anyway, so I'm Katryna's mom. Everybody here probably knows me. But anyway, So I was just gonna say, you know, when your babies are born and you look at them, you think they're so small and your arms are, you know, so big. And then they grow up just a little bit more, and you take them to their first day at school, and you go to elementary school, and as a mom, you know, we check off all the boxes. You know, we got the backpack, we got, you know, got all these things for you ready to go. And you walk up to the building and you look at it and you're like, God, this is so big. How are they ever gonna? I'm gonna cry. So, give me a minute. I hate crying in front of people. You walk up to the building and you say, you know, man, God's so big. And but you drop them off, and you trust God, and you trust in the things you've taught them, and the people that they're learning from. And then, you know, they graduate elementary school, and you take them to their first day of middle school, and same thing. You walk in and you're just like, God, it's so big. How are they ever gonna make it here, you know? And high school, and then, you know, the other day we were on the Texas State campus, and I had that same feeling. You know, I walked over there and I looked around and I thought, this is so big. How is she gonna do this, you know? And I had to remind myself of all the other times where she's come through and she's accomplished everything that she set out to do, and every time that I've trusted God to protect her and to guide her and all of that. So, you know, as a mom, it's a little different, you know, the mother-daughter relationship and the daddy-daughter relationship. Daddies see no wrong in their daughters, and they just love them and, you know, hold them and stuff. But the moms, you know, we have a special relationship because we were trying to raise women here that are going to be women of God, and, you know, a great wife to their husbands, and, you know, all of those things. So it has been an honor to raise Katryna to this point. You know, you never stop being a mom, so I know that my job is not done, but this chapter is coming to an end, and I couldn't be more proud of you and everything that you've done. And stop. Thank you. Yeah, just don't encourage me to cry, and I don't want to cry. I couldn't be more proud of you and everything that you've accomplished. And I want to thank everybody in this room, because everybody in this room has had a part in her journey. And whether that's friendship or family or more than that. So we just want to thank everybody for coming out today. Thank you for celebrating with her. Some of you have known her since she was in diapers, and some more recent. So appreciate